What up, everybody? What up? It's your man Uncanny, and I'm blessed. I'm honored to be here with y'all. It is definitely fourth quarter, and all we're gonna do is apply more and more pressure, man. This is the Connectz radio show where we play the hottest in underground, unsigned, independent hip hop and R&B, plus interviews with the brightest stars in the culture. And we're gonna continue that trend with another super bright star. This gentleman is an East Coast native, New York, baby, repping hard, man. He's also a professional athlete in the boxing realm, as well as a musician. He's a rapper, man. He is here. He goes by Paul Rello. Hey, Connectz Radio. I need y'all to give it up for my man.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Thank you for having me, bro.
No, man, we appreciate you tuning in. Definitely appreciate you stopping by the show. And we are here to talk sports. We're here to talk music. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of the pugilistic arts. Talk to us. How long you been boxing?
I started boxing when I was about 15 years old. I would kind of be in and out of the gym until I hit 22, and that's when I started competing in the amateurs. I fought in the Golden Gloves 3 times. I'm not professional yet. I'm still fighting amateur, and I'm going to be turning pro next year.
Okay.
But yeah, right now I'm training for the Golden Gloves. That's going to start up in February. It's now called the Ringmasters Tournament. So that's what I'm getting ready to do right now. But I would say I started when I was about 15.
About 15. So you've definitely put the time in the gym. So talk to us about how you feel the landscape of boxing looks. What weight class do you box in?
Middleweight, 165.
Okay. Okay. So the Gennady Golovkins right around Canelo size, the Charlo twins, right about that weight class, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so trying to secure big names. Talk to us about what it's like climbing the ranks as an amateur boxer.
Amateur boxing is very competitive. It's definitely important, going into your pro career to have amateur fights because I feel like that's where you really gain all the experience. Like if you look at some fighters like Golovkin had like 300 some amateur fights.
Right.
Lomachenko, I think like 400. So, I mean, especially like the, Russian boxers or boxers from like other countries, like it's really big for them to, their coaches will have them turn pro late. Whereas in the States, a lot of professional fighters, turn pro younger. But yeah, man, amateur boxing is definitely very competitive. It's been a little bit since I've been in the ring. But like I said, I've been, training to start fighting and competing again. I'm on weight right now. I'm feeling great, best shape of my life. So definitely looking forward to stepping back in the ring for sure.
Nice. Now, a lot of amateur boxers don't have the benefit of working with a nutritionist or somebody that kind of, help them watch their dieting. Do you have a dietitian or nutritionist as part of your team?
Nah, I would say diet and nutrition is like the hardest part about boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like getting into the ring and fighting, like that's nothing. Like I mean, showing up to the gym, hitting the bags, like it's hard work, but it's like that's what we do. But it's like outside of the gym, like your recovery is like the most important. And for me, it's something that I've struggled with. And I'm not at a place where I could spend that kind of money on a nutritionist, but
Right.
definitely when I turn pro, like that's going to be the goal. But nutrition is definitely like something that's been like trial and error for me over the years, and I'm finally getting that sweet spot where I'm really have everything down pat.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so, if maybe not, I'd be a little late in the game for me. What advice would you give to younger boxers or boxers that are kind of coming up behind you as maybe one of the most important things to stay focused on?
It's consistency, man. Consistency is like the biggest thing. Just show up. You know what I'm saying? You might be tired. You might have distractions. You know what I'm saying? You want to go to parties. You're trying to do what everybody else is doing. It's like, you're going to come to a place where you realize like none of that's worth it. Like you got to work towards something, whether it's boxing or music or, I'm saying, a job. It's like in life, it's just really important to find something that's going to help mold you as a person. And I'm saying, like you just want to perfect whatever that craft may be. So if boxing's a choice for you, my advice would be to just stay consistent, stay in the gym, don't be distracted, and just show up. That's all you got to do is show up.
Okay, consistency is definitely a underlying theme of most successful people. It is the underlying theme is consistency, and it sounds like you would almost give that same advice to an aspiring artist, like it just transfer right over. You know, keep hitting the studio, making sure you're getting those practices in, making sure you're at the open mics to hone the craft. Would you say that's the truth?
Yeah, absolutely, man. That goes for anything that you do. You know what I'm saying? You could be a swimmer, you could be a gymnast, you could be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be a pianist. It's just like stay consistent and you know what I mean, just keep it moving because the more experience you get, the more consistent you are, like the better you're gonna be. And like you're just gonna keep leveling up. And like that's what anything is about. You know what I'm saying? Like you can never stop learning. You can never, you know what I'm saying? That there's not a final level to honing in on your craft. So I would definitely say that it's important to be consistent with music as well.
Awesome. So, how long have you been, putting music out?
So I just like recently started putting music out, you know what I'm saying, like this past year, you know, and I've been writing since I was really young
Okay.
and it wasn't something that I ever took this seriously. Like I always knew that I was very capable of writing good records and doing what I'm doing now, but life kind of gets in the way. um, things get in the way. I'm trying to box, I'm trying to work. At a young age, I have like my first apartment, so it's like, over these years, I've just been trying to balance everything in my life, and now I'm at a place where these past 3-4 years, I've just been really diligent with creating a catalog, shooting videos, writing songs, networking, meeting people that believe in what I'm doing, and now I'm at a place where I'm just getting ready to release and show everybody what I'm made of.
No, no doubt. So you said you just over the last year you started releasing these records, which is crazy because the quality is amazing for somebody that new in releasing records. Talk to us about that. How you kind of brought your quality or got your quality that high in such a short amount of time.
So for me, like everything is about quality. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody, like a lot of people, it's about quantity, about just doing things. So like I'm just very strategic. I'm very technical with everything that I do. You know what I'm saying? And it's like if I'm gonna do something, like I'm gonna do it. Like I'm not gonna half-ass it. I'm not gonna, what I'm saying, like do it halfway. Like so coming into music, um, even like like finding a song to write to, like I gotta go through 100 beats before I'm even willing to write to two or three of them. You know what I'm saying? Some
Okay.
people they just hear a beat and they just go. So it's like,
Yeah.
um, you know, I just I position myself, you know what I'm saying? I linked up with some really good people that believed in what I'm doing. I've networked, and I've found people that are just very capable of making quality stuff. And it's been a long time coming. You know what I'm saying? Like again, some artists will just drop like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 projects in a year,
Right.
and they're not really putting the time into making it perfect. And like in today's climate, like music is so saturated. There's so many people doing this, and it's like you got to do something that stands out. So instead of doing it like that, I decided to take my time and really make sure that everything was up to par. Make sure the quality was good, the sound was good. I've spent a lot of money on what I'm doing, like a lot of money, and I think that's
Yeah.
also like a very big thing too. People don't want to spend money, so it's like, if you got to take a year to get your funds up to make sure everything meets that standard, like that's important. So that these are definitely things that I've made sure to do, coming into where I'm at right now.
Absolutely. And that's the big secret is spending money, man. You gotta spend money to get quality production, to get quality engineering, to get quality video production. And that's what you did. So after you kind of laid it out for us, I need you to world premiere, introduce the video for us.
So yeah, my name is Paul Rello. This video, Glory. Um, You know what I'm saying? It's a storyline about a troubled boxer getting his life together, finding his way through boxing and music, and eventually coming out on top. So
All right, we're gonna bring it to you live right here on the Connectz radio show. This is Paul Rello. This is Glory. You can find it on YouTube right now.
Yeah. Something's gotta give. Yeah, and they can hate me now. Mama said made me proud. I put my pride up on the shelf. She said don't take it down. I pray to God he help me and keep my family healthy. They wanna see me fail out. It ain't nothing they can tell me. I found a pot to piss in. I cooked some rotten chicken. I turned the heat up and what came out was this composition. Constant friction, opposition, can't stop the vision. I made my peace with God and told them that I gotta get it.
The closet opened up, and I'm being seen in all of my glory. Suddenly, the closet opened up, and I'm being seen in all of my glory.
Suddenly, I'm alive, surprised that I survived. Paid the price, I was running for my life, and I made amends with everything I did. Standing on the ledge, I ain't trying to step ahead. Hold up, wait, even though I know I'm late. After all I overcame, I'm holding weight. My shoulder ache, I'm supposed to break. They so afraid. And that's how I know I'm great. I've been out here night and day, trying to fight and make my way. Said it ain't nothing they can say. And I'm always on the go. Got no time to take it slow. With my back against the wall, I've been provoked. I'm on my own. Got the game is in a choke. Tell you something you should know. I'd rather die and slit my throat before I give up and let go.
The closet opened up, and I'm being seen in all of my glory. Suddenly, the closet opened up, and I'm being seen in all of my glory.
Suddenly, I'm alive, surprised that I survived. Paid the price, I was running for my life, and I made amends with everything I did. Standing on the ledge, I ain't trying to step ahead. I came up before that, I seen that, don't want that, they need that, they on that. I try to tell them fall back, that street shit, that gang shit, them fucking clowns you hang with, them games you play is dangerous, hating, someone had to say it. I'm grinding, relentless, I came up independent, they hate it when you win it, but right now I'm not offended. I feel my heart with vengeance, can't say I'm not committed. My blood is wet in it, won't stop until it's finished.
The closet opened up, and I'm being seen in all of my glory. Suddenly, the closet opened up, and I'm being seen in all of my glory.
Suddenly, I'm alive, surprised that I survived. Paid the price, I was running for my life, and I made amends with everything I did. Standing on the ledge, I ain't trying to step ahead. When I was down, they told me stay where you are. When I was down, I had to wait in the dark. When I was down, I started praying to God. Now I'm sitting in the clouds and I'm looking down. My feet fell, I'm headed on down. Too late now, ain't no time to turn around. Hanging by the bed, trying to make my way ahead. I ain't waiting till I'm dead. I'ma grind till nothing's left. down, they told me stay where you are. When I was down, I had to wait in the dark. When I was down, I started praying to God. Now I'm sitting in the clouds and I'm looking down on my face. When I was down, they told me stay where you are. When I was down, I had to wait in the dark. When I was down, I started praying.
Dope, super dope. So obviously very autobiographical. It kind of follows your life, your career, what you got going on. Talk to us about shooting the video. Obviously, we see the inspiration is kind of what you got going on. But what the process was like, going from hearing the beat to the final product.
Yeah, man, shooting that video was such a dope experience, man. Big shout out to John Volpine, my boy Ben, KP. Like the whole production was it was like a 4-day shoot. And yeah, man, like KP was, he's my producer, and Mike Perkillo, they produced the beat. And, when it came time to shoot the video, we were looking around and he was like, you know what, like I'm gonna call my boy John Volpine up. So he heard the song and he came back to me. He's like, yo, I got this idea of like, and he knew nothing about me. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, I got this idea for a storyline. Like the treatment's going to be like a homeless boxer, struggling. He fights in the beginning and he finds his way in the gym and he winds up getting his life together. And then he goes backwards and goes forwards and eventually wins at the end. I'm like, bro, like that's literally my life. Like this is going to be the easiest thing for me to act out. So, I had to do a lot of groundwork as far as locking in locations and finding actors. I mean, nobody in that video had ever acted in their life. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Those are just friends and people that I reached out. I reached out to Rincon Criollo. It was a Cuban restaurant. Big shout out to Rudy. After hours, he let us stay in there to like 2 a.m. And we filmed that in like the restaurant. I reached out to Frankie at Academy of Boxing in Huntington. He let us use his establishment. Joe Gadesian made sure that Westbury Boxing was open for me. So it was pretty cool, man, to just have a community of people like come together to help make this happen. And it was like a 4-day shoot, and we wrote down everything step by step, which each day was going to be, and we busted it out, man. We went to Queens. We were literally all over New York shooting this video. And yeah, it was just a dope experience, and the video came out excellent. John always outdoes himself with everything that he does. So yeah, man, just very grateful to have this video and be able to share it with everybody. And yeah, man, definitely looking forward to working with John again soon. We got some other stuff in the works, so.
For sure. No, and it looks like a great collaboration and a great relationship that you guys are building, because again, the Glory video, that's a great video. Again, great sounding record. Can you find that on all streaming platforms currently? Is that what we should tell the fans?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's Paul Rello, Paulrello, and that's Glory. You can find that on all digital streaming platforms.
Okay, bet. So you being a New York native, man, I gotta ask. I'm originally from Philly, man. What's up with the chopped cheese, man? They any good?
Chopped cheese. Hell yeah, bro. Long Island, you know what I'm saying? New York in general, like that's a go-to. Like Philly got their cheesesteak. Chopped cheese that's the wave out here. So
bet. So who got the best ones? If you had to pick one spot, I'm coming from out of town. Where do I go to get my chopped cheese? New York, you know what I'm saying? New York's finest.
Man, I don't know. I'm gonna have to say. I forgot the name of this place. It's right here in Hicksville on Broadway too. It's this bodega spot. Damn, I forgot the name of it. But that's
but
where
the bodega spots. But the bodega spots is where to get the best ones.
Yeah, for real. They be killing it.
All right. I'm gonna have to check in with you when I'm out that way, man. Definitely appreciate you. Appreciate you stopping by the show, man. Appreciate Q the question for putting this thing together. Is there anything you want to leave the fans before you get out of here?
Just stay tuned, man. Thank you for having me on this show, and anybody listening. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of things in the work. I'm gonna be fighting very soon, and I'm gonna tie music to boxing, and I truly believe I'm gonna be very successful with both. So you know what I mean? Just tune in, follow me on Instagram. That's Paul Rello, Paulrello, and stay tuned, man.
All right, y'all heard it here, man. Paul Rello. Make sure y'all checking him out, man. Boxing, music, he does it all, man. We appreciate you stopping by the show. Again, Midwest Connects. If you ain't connected, you ain't respected. And sir, you are both connected and respected. You can catch the playback from this episode and every episode of the Connectz radio show everywhere you catch your favorite podcast, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, and more. And again, you know who I am. I'm your man, Uncanny, and we appreciate you tuning in this week. We'll catch you next time on the Connectz radio show.